Now this illustration deals with derating for ambient temperature, which are called correction factors. Remember, where we had more than 3 current carrying conductors, those were considered adjustment factors. Now, notice that tables 310.15B1 or B2 as in boy are used here. But notice we only have 3 current carrying conductors in our raceway. They're number 8. But they're routed through an ambient of 125 degrees Fahrenheit. So we basically have exceeded 10 foot or 10% of that run, or where the authority having jurisdiction permits 10% of the overall run. Now, step 1, 125 degrees Fahrenheit, requires a 76% derate in accordance with table 310.15B1 based upon THHN insulation routed through an ambient of 125 degrees Fahrenheit, 90 degree column. Finding the allowable ampacity in accordance with table 310.15B as in boy 1, the number 8 conductor from the 90 degree column is good for 55 amp. So we can derate from that 90 degree column as permitted in 110.14C, as well, very well explained in 334.80 of the NEC. So after the correction factors of 76% have been applied, that number 8 conductor is only good for 41.8 amp. So yes, I could use that on a 40 amp circuit. But if I needed to have the 41.8 amp, I needed all that amps, then I could round it up if the inspector would allow. But the way I read the code, 41.8 amps is it. And you couldn't round up. You'd have to use a 40 amp protective device in this case. But this would be an area where you check with the authority having jurisdiction. So we just applied routing through an ambient temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit, exceeding the 10 foot or 10% of the run beyond 86 degrees Fahrenheit, in accordance with 310.14A3, informational note, item 1, and the 10% or 10 foot application in 310.14A2 exception. And that's exactly what this figure 8-14 is illustrating.